Hey guys, this is VC the Dank. This is the first episode of Chaotic Reality News. So this is going to pertain to three things, usually. Long terms, live games, and anything else in between, aka minis, is what I'm going to use it as the term right now. So let's go ahead and talk about the state of the good news, is what I'm going to call it. Chaotic Reality Live. Chaotic Reality Live is doing extremely well. We have never had so many applications, especially in our grading system, which I would pertain as one of the harshest I've seen personally. I've done a lot of org applications. There's very few orgs that kind of pertain to how in-depth our process is. We have it like a really in-depth screening process, and then a lot of questions, a lot of complex questions. We've never had many people go into the A to S tier ever. Most of our applications are in that range, so this is going to be a tough casting pool, but obviously for us this is very, very good. I am so excited. This is going to be awesome. So there's really not much to talk about for the live. I'm very excited for it. If you haven't applied yet, October 14th that's your deadline, so you better apply before then or else. So yeah, that's all I have to say about the live game. It is doing fantastic. We're probably going to have a really banger of a Season 2. Season 2 is going to be perfect, too, because we're going to be able to muscle out most of the issues that we had with Season 1 in there. Because Season 1, admittedly, at least for the first round or two, is very scuffed. Because we were getting a lot of things wrong. We were also just learning the format ourselves. But after episode 1, and I think it lingers into episode 2 a little bit, we really are fine. And that's where we kind of want to be, of course, a little bit better, since now we have a little bit more time. So that's essentially where we want to be right now. AKA, we're doing really good. We're buffing out most of the issues that I've seen. We're improving the competitions, because honestly, probably the worst thing about Season 1 is probably the competitions. A lot of the competitions were made in one night because we were like, crap, what do we do for the competition? So we're going to try to muscle out some more quality competitions in there. If you have any suggestions, my DMs are open, so please DM me, please. So, yeah. Basically working out, buffing out all the issues for you guys in Season 2, October 21st, 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to show up and watch, please do. It would be funny. It's going to be a big night. We're getting some faces that you might see familiar. Definitely some big faces. So let's go ahead and talk about the long term. The long term is the more difficult thing to talk about, because I don't know what we're going to do with it necessarily. So for those who don't know, I've been hosting the long term formatted usually being a Big Brother, and I did like a Survivor season or two for 3 years now, since February 2020. And now we're in a tough spot where it's not an unfamiliar spot either, because we usually have these issues around this time of year. Since it's the back to school time and stuff like that, there's 3 reasons why the applications are not working out. So yeah, we'll see, because we do have enough applications to do the season, I would say, but not enough quality applications that I would feel confident in hosting a season, because I want to be able to put my stamp of approval on this. I want to be able to say, I am confident that this will do well, and I don't like muscling out something I'm not going to feel confident in. So we have a couple of options here, but first I'm going to explain to you guys why the applications aren't working. So, 1, untested format. So we've never seen this format be in a long-term game before, and even before the live game, it was literally never tested. Season 1 was the first, Chaotic Reality Live Season 1 was the first testing of this, so that's really crazy. So, 1, it's just an untested format. People don't trust the format yet. People don't know about it. So, all people usually see episode 1 and 2, and speaking of episode 1 did fantastic, and episode 2 is doing pretty good. So far, we're on a good track to get some good stuff out of it. So I'm very excited. People seem to be liking it, liking our unique styling of editing. So, anyways, back to the long term. 3 reasons why it's failing. So 1, it's a horrible time of year, untested format. And lastly, our interests are kind of divulged right now through the live in the long term, admittedly. So next time next time we do the long term applications, we're probably going to have to do it during a period where the live game is not casting. I think that'd be the smartest or the wisest idea per se. So there's a few things to remedy this. So people have known Chaotic Reality for years, knowing that we do a Big Brother format, so we could open applications a little bit later for the next season, just going back to basics, going back to what we usually do, keeping the live game at the Shredder format, but keeping our long-term games at the Big Brother format, which can come off as confusing to a lot of people, so that's why I'm kind of a bit sketchy on doing that. But we could wait, so we could try it out. because it's something that people know that we're good at. People know that we are, it's a trusted format. And then we could do option 2, which is we could try the shredder format just later. So we could try to do it on a time of year where people are going to be applying avidly to long terms, because like I said, long terms are, it's real easy to get a lot of applications for long terms, but it's really hard to get a lot of quality applications for them, especially with the way that we do things. So we could just open up the shredder format long terms a bit later. Those are my 2 remedies. Basically just opening up applications a little bit later, or we could just open up the big regular applications now, but I don't know if it's going to do anything to resolve. I want to hear your opinions how to resolve the situation in the comments, if for the few people that do watch this video. So you're welcome to do that. I don't know what I'm going to do as a long term at this point. I'm not going to, like, essentially what I can say right now is that I doubt that the season I doubt that the season is going to happen right now at this point, or at least anytime soon. Because we just don't have enough quality applications. It's not something I feel super confident in. We're basically going to have to wait on that for now. Put a pin on it. I'm not announcing anything official. I mean, it still technically could happen right now. It could happen. I'm not announcing anything right now official. This, for people who applied to are seeing this right now, thank you so much for applying, first of all. Ooh, thank you. We actually did have some really solid applications in there. It's just not enough of the quality ones. But, yeah, just for people who are watching, nothing's confirmed yet. If you see anything confirmed, it's going to be posted in announcements, and it's going to be directed towards you, and it's going to be very obvious. And you probably won't have your applications channel anymore, to be honest. So, yeah, I'm not giving up on the long term. You're going to see things eventually. Not giving up on the long term, yeah. You're going to see things eventually, like an all-winter season, an all-winter-up season, legend season, all of those seasons. But I would do it at legend season, by the way, if we are ending chaotic reality. So that's the only time you'll ever see a type of season like that. But admittedly, I do enjoy hosting the lives more, personally, because it's just low-risk, high-reward kind of a situation. So, yeah. Essentially, that's what it's going to be like for me right now. I'm going to try to work on the long terms, going to try to keep it going. I'm not canceling anything related to the long terms just yet, but if I am, you'll hear it from me. But I have full intentions to, keep what makes chaotic reality, chaotic reality for as long as I can. It's been going on for 3 years. I really wanted to hit like a crazy amount, like 5 years or 6 years. That'd be really funny, especially for the long terms anyways. So yeah, that's all I have for pertaining to the long terms. Also, I recorded this after, but I'm just going to insert it somewhere in a video. But anyways, something I wanted to also add in is that the production applications are taking a little bit of time to do because we are busy with everything else. I got all your production messages. I promise that we will give you an interview sometime, be on our production team eventually. We're working on stuff right now. It's gonna take a little bit of time, so I'm just gonna throw this somewhere in the video. But yeah, just so you know, we know that you applied to production. You're good. We will hit you up soon, I promise. So let's go ahead and talk about the minis. The minis is something I want to start doing at least once every week to test out to test out the format essentially, because it's still like a very untested format. So we're gonna be working on that. That's basically it relating to the minis. We're gonna be trying to getting them out next week, preferably. I might be trying to. It's all gonna be solo stuff by me essentially. Maybe Joe might help a little bit, but I doubt it. Because, this is all my business, essentially. Because we all have sectors where we work in, right? Where Joe's, the executive producer on all the big stuff. And I'm just kind of the guy who, I'm the guy who does the hosting, stuff like that. I do a lot of the muscle work, essentially. Where he's kind of the big brains of the operation. And then, everyone else is, various helps in their own ways. We have a lot of good people who are good with casting, Luca or Kuhn. Oh, and then especially Lime. Lime is really good with casting. And then we have our interviewers, like I said, Luca again, our editor, our king editor, who's actually have some really based casting opinions. He's actually a really underrated member of the casting team. Play, aka or Duck for some people who, oh my god, who know him only by his alt account. Poor Play. Play and Duck are the same people. So that's something to note. But yeah, minis, we're just gonna be trying to working on them every week or so. Yeah, my plan is for every mini, whoever wins the mini, I could give them some cash money. That might be a prize for some of them. And then the other prize would be you get your own chaotic reality card. I'll mail it to you in the mail. I think that's a pretty cool prize. So, yeah, hi, I guess. Okay, so, yeah, that's basically it for the chaotic reality update. If you have any questions, please DM me or put it at the comment section of this video. This is just me speaking my mind about chaotic reality. So, that's all. Love you guys. Good night. Keep memeing.